What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Adobe Live here on Behance. I'm Kathleen. I'm here with my friend, Kei Acedera. Welcome back, Kei.
Hello. Thanks, Kathleen.
Yay! Super glad to have you back for day 2 of 3 for this illustration week.
Oh, yeah.
I know, we're halfway through. Almost. Halfway through this segment, we'll be halfway through. You're already sad. Me too, honestly. What's up,
It's
Anita?
been fun.
Yeah, it has been super fun so far. Rob says, okay. Do you get a lot of jokes about your name, I'm guessing?
Oh, I got it all.
Like making puns
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff?
growing up.
You're
But
like,
they're all
I'm used to it.
endearing. Everyone's
true.
been nice.
Aw.
And it's all about like how you
That's true.
take it, right? And
Yeah.
play with it.
Mhm.
But I've gotten like Special K.
Oh.
She's one of my favorites.
You are
Killer
very
K.
special. Killer K.
I like
that.
Killer K.
We'll
Sweet
come up
K.
with more. Aw. We were trying to come up with the names yesterday. Maybe Kit Kat, I think, was my favorite one, although your
Kitty
name's
cat.
not in it. It's just Kit Kat. So while you're getting your files ready, I'm going to introduce y'all to what we're going to be doing today and the challenge for today. What's up, everyone in chat? We got Patricia, we've got Britt, hello, hello. So this week on Adobe Live, obviously we have Bobby Chu, who was here up before Kei. And after Kei and I stream, I'm going to be doing a daily creative challenge for Photoshop. If you don't know what that is, it's basically Photoshop Bootcamp for beginners. So make sure you stick around after this segment for that. We've got Nathan coming up after the Daily Creative Challenge with Ren, and then finishing out the day with Anna and Ari. All awesome illustrators with different skills and strengths, but overall, amazing people, I have to say. Yeah, so far. I think
So
it'll stay
far.
the same, yeah. Andrew says, what up, artists? What
What
up?
up?
Indeed. The K crew, I like that, Katie. You can be a part of it.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. So cool. I like Special K.
Yeah, I like
It's
Special K too.
Pretty cool.
It's healthy. It's
For
gives
cereal,
you
it's
energy.
healthy. Totally. So for the challenge today, it actually is the same challenge as the Daily Creative Challenge. So we are inviting you to create and share an event invite using Photoshop. So this is something really simple that people like to do, like to design, is events invites and invites in general, and just some basic graphic design. So we're inviting you to put your skills to the test. Using Photoshop CC, design an invite for a summer party, adding the date, location, once you've kind of defined your theme. So summer party, barbecue, beach day. You can see on my screen, I'm looking at the challenge info right here. So if you're at be.net/live, click on this challenge tab right here, and you can read all about it. You can also use text, masking brushes to add texture and originality to your invite. There's a tutorial that we've provided for you. And if you need help with the design, stick around for the Daily Creative Challenge at 12 p.m. Pacific time, because I will be making one live on stream for you to make with me. And then you're gonna need to share that Behance project with us during the live streams if you would like to be considered to win a free year of Creative Cloud. So make sure to share your invite either from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. today to be considered for that. So you must share it with us here on Adobe Live, not just on the Daily Creative Challenge Slack channel. Okay,
Awesome.
I think that's enough talking. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready,
Sweet.
actually, just on time.
Perfect.
I was just getting my references ready.
Awesome.
But-
Look
so-
at that.
Yesterday,
Yeah, let's go over that. What do you do?
we were doing a lot of fun sketching of this deity, goddess, creature.
Minimize that.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Yes, don't want to see my inbox. So yesterday we were doing a whole bunch of exploring in who this character is,
Right.
this deity, and she seems very strong. So this morning I did a quick sketch of kind of like what I want to push more in her and put her more in an environment. That's what it's all about today,
Right.
putting this awesome creature in an environment. So here is my sketch. I just took the hotel pad and started
I
sketching.
saw you running around with that earlier. It's like, oh, is that for today? Awesome.
So it's time to finish her up. And what I'm gonna start with is the blocking in.
Awesome.
But before that, I'd love to hear your opinions, my lovely viewers, our lovely viewers, on what do you think, what kind of feeling do you think do you see her in? Because right now, this is the idea.
Okay.
So I'm envisioning her to be this massive, giant.
Whoa.
Behemoth.
Yeah.
Yes. Creature. And then right over here is maybe an explorer or an adventurer.
The viewer.
It is you. Perhaps she's guarding something. What is it?
Yeah.
And over here, I've got a ton of references that spoke to me. And some of them are these lovely sculpts by Forrest Rogers, one of my favorite sculptors.
3D sculpt.
Do we have a 3D sculpt?
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
And then I was thinking we can either go something mysterious and light, which is something very different. Like, this drew me in. I don't know if I'm just missing the waters, or
that could be
the
true.
lighting is beautiful,
Yeah.
and that could be like play on a great contrast for this piece. Or should we go something really dark and deep in the caves?
Ooh. Wait. I think
Do you
I've
see
been
where
there
this is from?
before.
Yeah,
Is that from Kosai?
this
What is that
one right
from?
here.
Yeah.
No, this is from Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh. There's like a science
Probably.
center in my hometown, and there's like that sculpture there.
Maybe they took it from that.
I think it was the
Science
other way
center.
around. Yeah, exactly. I was like, there's no way. I'm not a Harry Potter nerd, I guess.
And then I pulled in some Klimt over here. I love this piece.
Yeah, somebody in
I
chat,
could totally.
Jan Eric, said they
go
like
with
that. Wow, so
what do you think it is?
Yeah.
And while you think about that, I'm gonna start blocking this guy in.
that's so funny. So let's see. Patricia says, I think the one with the green, so the Chamber of Secrets one, which I've not been to, Paco. Have you? Let me know. Tell me about it. Okay, so other people for the Basilisk, Chamber of Secrets.
Oh.
John says, I like the one where she's looking to the side, kind of makes her seem like she's too important to be looking at you. Oh, so the sketch you have, all
Yeah.
3 figures are going to be in it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. I suddenly had this vision. Why not make her like multiple face?
Yeah, multiple
and
arms,
multiple
limbs.
arms. Let's get her all like powerful and menacing.
Yeah, too powerful for 2 arms. I love it. Anita says, I like the one with the gold texture. So I think that's the Klimt one.
The Klimt one. Yeah.
So maybe just a conglomeration of...
Maybe we could do, yeah, definitely a meld of all of them, right? That would be fun. So right now I'm thinking of doing this initial block-in painting for today and an overcast lighting.
Sweet.
Because that way we can always adjust whether it's for the daytime or nighttime, and that's kind of like a good way to start a painting sometimes.
Yeah, you have a very strong vision of the lighting situation, the environment, and you can always change it.
You can always change it. Yeah, there's like endless possibilities, and that's one of,
It's like paralyzing, but also
dangerous
amazing.
things that could, keep you on your desk forever.
Yeah,
And,
especially someone like you who has this very like beautiful and detailed style. It's hard to stop at a certain point.
yes. Sometimes I just want to go over some of my paintings and
Yeah.
like
Try
new
something
ideas.
else.
New ideas would hit me and just like, I could have done this way.
Yep.
But sometimes you just gotta leave it because it's about that moment and you're about those thoughts in that
Right.
moment.
Yeah. You have to be your own client.
And you
You're
just-
like, this is due. We
Yeah.
need it. We got to ship it.
Sometimes you just need to move on.
Yes. Totally. Ooh, Patricia, that's a great idea. She recommends maybe you can use the green and the gold, kind of mixing.
I like the sound of that. I am so gonna do that. Thanks, Patricia.
Yeah, and Dorina says, this creature's sketch reminds me of a Naga from the game Heroes of Might and Magic, which I believe is like a female in form with like a snake body.
Ooh.
I can totally see
the
that, Dorina.
Naga.
Naga, yeah. Very nice. And
Yeah,
chat.
these creatures are interesting. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, chat, if you don't know Kei, You can see she's obviously very skilled. I'm going to hop over to my computer really quick so we can actually see some of your previous work. And this actually has kind of like a gold and a green feeling to it, so that could be inspiring for this piece.
Oh, yeah.
But Kei, you work in movies?
I mostly work in movies right now, doing concept art. So it's mainly about ideas. It's all about ideas in concept art. And what your job is to enhance, the director or the producer or the script writer's initial ideas. You sprinkle in a little bit of yourself in that and, collaborate and bring it into a bigger kind of finish.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I'm noticing with these Alice in Wonderland concept pieces is, I guess I never thought about the fact that even live action films might have illustrated concept art.
Oh, these ones actually, they were for a special show in Paris that we did, Bobby and myself, we did for the premiere of the movie.
Okay, so it was actually going to be like painted or illustrated.
Yeah, it's just that we couldn't sell our concept art pieces because it is for the movie and Disney owns those rights. So we created a collection that people could buy and have for their own.
That's really cool. I love it. The style is so different from the live action because obviously it's illustrated, but it's still similar. It has a similar kind of Victorian feel.
Yeah, I made it like more cutesy, I guess, and just more animated.
Definitely.
It's a little homage to the original, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit of Mary Blair in there. All right, back to your Cintiq. Claudio says, Brazil is watching. Oh, no, he says in Brazil watching.
Oh,
the whole country.
I miss Brazil.
You've been?
Oh, many times before. We used to go every year for maybe about 7 years.
What? For what reason? Just vacation or an event?
It started off as like an event. We were invited down to do a talk, and then we mixed it up with vacation, and we just fell in love with it every year. Yeah. We haven't been back for a while now.
Darn.
I totally miss it.
Time to go back.
Time to go back. Yeah. Definitely love Rio. Sao Paulo is like the craziest city I've ever seen.
Wow, so?
It's like a bunch of Lego blocks just like thrown into this massive place, and all you see are buildings. There's just a ton of stuff to do there. You could get lost, but hopefully in the right place because it's very easy to get to like a very dangerous area.
Yeah, right.
But it's an amazing, amazing city with the most incredible, friendly people.
Yeah, it sounds really inspiring, especially for a visual artist.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And then, of course, there's the food and the beaches and the samba.
Yes. So much beauty there. That's awesome. And Manuel says, it was great seeing you at Comic-Con. You are very inspiring.
Oh, nice to see you too, Manuel. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, sweet. Yeah, so you and Bobby had a booth?
We have a booth every year at Comic-Con for about 11 years.
I remember.
Thanks, Kat. Totally, 11 years. It's a great place to just showcase your new stuff, and keep it going. Keep producing art so that you stay relevant in the industry. It's important.
Yeah, you gotta show up, and especially you said it was either your first year, and people were saying like, why haven't we seen your work before?
Right.
Even though you're obviously artists, you've been making work, but you had to be visible.
Totally. Yeah, it's very important. That is just keep producing.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
You never know who stops by your booth because all, like I said yesterday, all casting people and, undercover producers.
Undercover Tim Burton.
Undercover Tim Burton people.
Yeah.
Will be there scoping around for the next cool thing, the next cool art.
Wow. John says, I remember visiting your booth at New York City Comic-Con in 2016 and would love it if it showed up there again.
Oh, yeah. We used to go to that show a lot, too. That's a big, massive show, too.
Yeah? Compared to San Diego, which one's better?
It's different. San Diego is just everything to do with media, entertainment, art. You have it, effects. Yeah.
Yeah.
With New York, it's mostly about, I'd say, comics and publishing. If you want to get into that, the comic book scene, or children's books, or editorial stuff, New York would be the place to go for that.
That's really cool to know that difference. I never really thought about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of conventions, Katie is wondering, what is the process like for getting a booth at a big convention like Comic-Con?
Oh, that's a tough one. For Comic-Con, it's a tough one because there's a long waiting list that you have to sign up for. I believe there's some big companies that are still on that waiting list, and we lucked out those 11 years ago, just having our table. So it's kind of scary to just skip a year, and then you lose your table.
Gotcha. So you have to do it consecutively, or else you aren't guaranteed a table.
Yeah, unless some people there, that definitely helps. Or if you're represented by a big company, like either Disney or Marvel, then you've got a good chance. But I would recommend looking into the Artist Alley, which are free. So sign up for that, and they do view your portfolio, and so that would be the best way to go. Or if you really can't get a booth, that's okay. Bring your stuff. Bring a nice portfolio that you could pass around. That's not heavy.
Right.
That's not like 100 million pages.
Yeah. What do you think? Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, what do you think about using an iPad instead of a book?
iPads are great.
Yeah, you think so? Okay,
iPads are great. Even better is if you give them, let's say, a mini app of your collection. So then it's in their phones, because that's what we used to do. We used to convert our sketchbooks into these mini sketchbook apps that they could download, and then they keep it in their phone.
Yeah, and you're just always in their pocket.
You're always in their pocket.
Never leaving.
But yeah, just leave those kind of people something easy for them to look back at, because they're very busy, and they're people that are always swamped with other people wanting stuff from them.
Yes.
And getting their attention.
Totally.
So you gotta devise a way where it's not so intrusive. And it's just very genuinely here's my stuff. This is what I'm passionate about, and it's gotta be remarkable and memorable, which is the toughest thing to do. But that's what our industry is. It's a hard but fun.
If you're into it, it's good.
Hard but fun.
Yeah, definitely. Place. And Robzilla in the chat is saying that making a Spark page would be a great way of sharing your portfolio.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it's just a really easy desktop or even browser-based thing that you can do. Basically, you upload images and type, and you can throw it into a template, and it's basically like a portfolio page for free that you can make. Spark.adobe.com. Check it out.
That is great. I need to get on that.
Yeah, you can make them so very quickly. Chat, I want to know your ideas for making inventive and quick and concise ways to share your work. Either I've made stickers before instead of business cards, where I hand those out.
Stickers are great.
Yeah, and it's you actually put it on something that you'll carry around, so you'll always see my work. And I've made those stickers specific to the convention. I went to TwitchCon, so I made it specifically about live streaming.
I always want to go to TwitchCon. How's that?
It's really fun. It's in my city this year.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk down the street 5 minutes and be there.
That's so cool about living here.
Yeah.
You've got all the great shows and resources.
It's
yeah, definitely
amazing.
I will check that out one day.
Yeah, definitely. Melissa says, I love all the ideas. All the ways of sharing your work are good ones. Ooh, Steven says making a calendar. That could be really cool. Oh, Johnny, you'll be at TwitchCon? Awesome. See you there, maybe. What's up, Richard? He says, hi, Kei and Kathleen and everyone.
Hi, Richard.
Andre says, when I was at Bologna's book fair, there was a Portuguese illustrator that had a suitcase instead of a paper portfolio. He had objects that he could animate and tell stories. What?
Whoa. Well, that's definitely memorable.
How would he do that? How would he animate them? Like puppets? I don't know how that would come across to me. Man.
So what do you bring at TwitchCon?
I have done stickers.
Oh, the stickers. That's
Yeah.
right.
But I don't know what I'll do this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, stickers were one time banned in San Diego.
Because people would just be putting them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I've seen them this year though, so maybe it's back on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Or they're, going against the rules.
Yeah. It is Comic-Con.
Yeah, you
Who
can't
knows?
keep track of everyone in Comic-Con.
No, you cannot. Oh, man. Massimiliano says, amazing work.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming along. You're still blocking in the colors and the values.
Blocking in, yeah. Well, right now it's still shapes. I just want to
Okay.
make sure these edges are good, and then after you do that, you could just go right on top of it with all these layers.
That's true.
Go crazy with it.
Mm-hmm. So you put the work in up front. So then you can just
up front.
kind of intuitively work going
Yes.
forward.
Yes. It's a back and forth thing, I find.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep the flow going
Yeah,
and not be too rigid with things.
right.
Right. And at the same time, you want to be precise with some things as well. So it's quite the balance, and that comes only with practice.
Yes,
The-
definitely.
And just finding your sweet spot for, your process, your flow, that good stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I think that not getting too hung up on like making your shapes perfectly edged and having the perfect texture up front, because you could get down to the nitty gritty of it and be like, oh, this would be much cooler if her arm was shaped this way, or you won't be wasting hours and hours of your time.
Absolutely. And you did start, I see my, initial start sketch. It's super loose.
Right.
It's like scribbly.
I'm actually going to show it. That's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, totally.
Let's see.
Show the pad.
I'll just do full screen for a second. So this is the original sketch
Super duper tiny.
on the hotel notepad. Is the GoPro working?
Those are the best notepads. The hotel notepads. And
They're free.
it's a very important process.
There you go.
Do your thumbnails. Do your planning.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbnails I love because you see the whole picture, and it doesn't have to be all finished up right away. It just has to have your initial intent.
That's where the magic happens.
Mm-hmm. And the great thing about it is that you're not overwhelmed with all the detail and too much
Yep.
ideas.
Mm-hmm. But you have the composition.
You have the
Figure it out.
composition. You have the flow. And I am liking how this is turning out.
Me too. It has nice lines moving off and onto the page.
Right? I'm just trying to
Wanna do
think
this?
what would make a great print for you guys. What would you guys want in your home?
Ooh, so that brings us to a great point. We have about 5 minutes until we're going to be doing our chat and win. And if you were watching the previous segment with Bobby, you realized that you could win the print
Oh,
of the illustration that he's working on.
Bobby's illustration is just so cool and adorable right now.
Very adorable. We were talking
you-
about it off screen. About how it resembled a certain animal. But I
Your
think,
dog.
Yeah, my dog. Everything looks like my dog to me.
Your very handsome dog.
He is handsome, thank you. He's my son. But same thing can be said about this stream. We're going to be giving away this illustration as a print to one of you. Amazing. Or some sort of print. Ooh, no pressure. No pressure at all.
Try to make it good.
So we have about 4.5 minutes until we're going to be doing our chat and win. And if you are new to Adobe Live, here's how it works. Make sure that you are logged in on Behance. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can come on over to Behance and get logged in case you would like to participate in this giveaway. You just log in. You're going to be active in chat the whole time, hopefully, but specifically after we play our Chat and Win intro video, you'll have a minute to be active in chat, and that will let you be entered for this Chat and Win print giveaway.
Yes. So get creative.
I'm gonna say something in chat, see if I can win. Ooh. It's happened before. I've won, and then I obviously haven't been able to have the thing.
Oh.
But I have won. I've seen my name in lights.
No, I'll give you a special print either way. Okay?
Thank you. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Because you're the best.
Aw, well, that's nice. It's nice to hear. Darnia wants to know if they can win the illustration on the notepad.
Oh.
Your original sketch.
I am so down for giving this to you.
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
If you want it.
Open your hands. It's coming through the computer screen.
But you gotta create something back.
Oh,
you know,
pen
it's
pals.
a barter.
Yeah, that's
it's a
true.
barter.
I love that. Here's 3 chickens. Can I have your sketch? Jamie wants to know any advice for drawing a character or objects from different perspectives, which is what you're doing here. You're drawing the same person like in 3 different ways.
Different perspectives. I would say do a lot of studying, you know. It is all in like the practice. Like try to visualize that character rotating in your head in different angles. And then just, you know, a lot of that is just trying to sculpt it all in down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life drawing is a great way to, you know, to get that skill.
Yeah, so true. And taking photos of yourself.
Taking photos of yourself.
The reference
That's a great
positions.
point. Reference.
Yes. I have one of my previous professors at school, he's been posting these pictures on Instagram where he shows the finished image and then he shows the photo he took of himself as reference.
Oh, I love that.
So it's like this extreme angle and he's like holding a fake samurai sword and it's like, yeah, I get it. But of course I can't find it right now.
I love taking photo references. They're also like pretty hilarious.
Yeah. It's like no one can see this. When I was in school, our professors would make us bring in the reference photos we shot so they could like critique how good they were. Mm-hmm. There's some crazy stuff.
There's some crazy.
I'm pretty embarrassed of. Oh yeah, totally. Adobe Live, thank you. So you can follow Kei on Instagram and Twitter. Yes. Myself as well. Thank you for posting the link. But go ahead and follow her if you want to see beautiful illustrations, process photos.
Ooh. I'm just trying to think what would be great for the background.
Ooh.
Let's try the gouache magic from Kyle's brush.
Yes. Kyle was hanging out with us in chat yesterday.
Oh, he is so awesome.
That's very cool. Mm-hmm.
So what has the consensus been for the background? Do people want the dark cave feeling?
I think I saw that a couple times, the kind of greenish darky.
The greenish darky.
The greenish darky, yes.
Okay, maybe we could totally blend in. Ooh.
Whoa.
Very nice textures here.
Buttery.
Yeah.
Like it.
This would go great for, if it's the cave. I'm just gonna fill this in right now.
Cool. And I think a lot of people would just go straight into just making a fill layer of that color and putting it behind.
Yeah.
But there's something really important about filling in the entire piece with the texture and not blowing up the brush so big that it loses its integrity.
Yes.
Yeah. So this takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it.
It totally is. I do like, layering on textures instead of like the fill. I'll do the fill initially, but there's something magical when you do textural kind of brushes in the background.
Definitely.
And then you blend it all in.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're painting with actual paint, that's where the magic really happens. When you've built up so many glazes, that's when light enters your painting and it actually seems to glow. You really got to work on those layers. Go easy with them. Oh, snap. It is time for the chat and win. Yes, we're making this happen. So like we said a couple minutes ago, you have the chance to win the print of this illustration made here live in the studio. by this lovely lady, you could win. Yeah, no problem. So make sure you're on Behance, log in, and we're going to play our intro video while you're getting ready. Here we go.
And we're back.
And we're back. So everyone, I see the hype train is going slowly but surely. Make sure that you say something in chat. If you have not said anything yet, now is the time. Say hello. Let us know your favorite. I'm waiting for you to finish the question. They should let us know their favorite mythical creature. Let us know your favorite mythical creature. Could be a naga. It could be this creature that Kei's creating. What's it gonna be? Let us know. It could be the basilisk. Could be Harry Potter. Tim says something. Wolpertinger. Wolpertinga. What is that, Tim? Let me know your German folk creations. And here's the winner.
Ooh,
you want to read the name?
Heather. Congratulations.
Yes, Heather Shively. Congrats, you are the proud owner of a print that has not yet been finished.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm going to make it great for you, Heather.
Yep. Now she has a name in mind.
Watch.
She knows she's making this for Heather, and it's going to be amazing. So congrats, Heather. Make sure you look out in your Behance messages for Adobe Live to send you the info for getting this print to you. She says, woot woot. Just a casual woot woot. Excited.
Ooh, I like this one. I like this brush, Kyle.
Oh, that's nice. What is that? Another gouache?
This is the Hatchie Graphite.
Hatchy matchy, like it.
The Hatchie Graphite is working for me.
I like it a lot. And if you did not win this chat and win, don't be discouraged. You have, let's see, you got Nathan's stream, you've got Anna's, and then you have 4 more chances tomorrow as well. So don't be discouraged. You could continue to win, and who knows what those giveaways are going to be. Who knows? Heather says, planning a spot on my wall already.
Ooh,
Yes, you're just imagining
Heather.
it. Better get that framed, Heather. It deserves it.
Okay, you guys. So, what I'm thinking here, the lighting could either come from right up above,
Like a spotlight.
or it could be streaks of light coming through here,
Ooh.
or it could come down from below here.
Dramatic.
What do you think? What do you see right now that could be really good for this piece?
All right, chat. Let her know, because this is a big decision. It's going to change the whole direction of this painting. It all comes down to you.
And all comes down to you guys.
And while you're deciding, chat, I'm going to read what a Wolpertinga is from Tim. It has various animal parts, generally wings, antlers, tails, and fangs, all attached to the body of a small mammal. Aw, that's cute. I like that. Let's see. Sylph says light from the side. Denise also says the light from the side, like streaks of light.
Ooh.
Lights from the swords. They're glowing.
Lights
That's
from
cool.
the swords is a good idea.
Backlighting, says John. From the top left, says Darina. Swords of light. I know somebody with a sword of light. Who could that be?
Who is that?
Do you want to talk about that?
Oh.
We didn't really talk about it yesterday, but
No, we didn't.
You're kind of a big deal.
I have a great team. Well, we created Nico and the Sword of Light that is on Amazon.
Has anyone
Prime.
seen it in chat? It's amazing. Adobe Live, Gus is a big old fan.
Thanks, Gus.
So, Nico and the Sword of Light.
Nico and the Sword of Light on Amazon Prime. It's about a young boy placed into this position way too early to save the world. And he's super cute and polite, and he's got to defeat the darkness. And that's all I can say for you, because you have to watch it.
Yes. It has such a cute style.
But the great news is that we are releasing season 2 very soon, and that's what we did in Comic-Con.
Nice.
We had a big, nice panel promoting the next season with our whole crew, the directors, our other co-creators, Jim and Adam, and Rob Hoagie, our head runner. And yeah, it's an amazing show.
Mm-hmm. Really cool characters.
It's a really fun show. Very nostalgic too, if you know, grew up in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you have Amazon Prime, go give it a watch.
Go give it a watch.
Please, you will be inspired. Your heart will be happy. Highly recommend. And so, yeah, you said you had like a panel, correct?
I did.
How did it go?
It went really well. It was really fun. Thanks to you all for coming, those who came. It was super, like, gratifying to see the responses of everyone. And those who just, like, are discovering it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
And we got to show our whole process from start to finish, like, how we just did it out of, like, a fun, you know, passion project. After work for maybe about 2 years, you know, every weekends we'd meet up and we'd just make a little bit of like animation and design and then add them on slowly and until we had a comic book app for the iPad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, animated, right?
Animated.
So cool. So an animated comic that you could read on your iPad. And that was pretty revolutionary at the time. This was years ago.
It was years ago. I forget what year it was. It's probably when the second iPad came out, which was a while back.
Mm-hmm. A long time ago. Maybe like pre-2014? I'm not even sure.
Is it? Yeah, probably.
Time flies when you're making movie magic, TV magic. Oh, Andre says I have the app. That's so cool.
Thanks, Andre.
So awesome. Is it
Thanks
still
so
live?
much.
Can you still get it?
Is the app live? I don't know. We still have to, I guess, update it for the latest one. I'm not sure. That is not in my realm because once we signed on with Amazon,
Yeah, it's
you
like
know, that kind of had
whatever.
to you know, give way for this show.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Total sense. What's up, Danny Dufford in the chat? Welcome back, Danny. Awesome illustrator. Go check out his portfolio. Although he said his work on his Behance is old, so Danny, you might need to update it. Might be time.
Oh yeah, the updates.
Although I am such a hypocrite because I have not updated mine. Don't go look.
I am so guilty for that as well, like updating. But you know, you do so much stuff and things get busy.
Just do your best.
Yeah, that's all you could do. Just do your best.
I was actually curious to ask you what kind of a day or a week in the life of you looks like with work because you're juggling so much.
I am so grateful I have my great husband, Bobby, who keeps me,
Hey, Bobby.
you know, aligned and focused and on time and everything. But day to day, it's always different. Right now, it's a bunch of traveling. But on a good day back home in the studio with work, we would start early, go to the studio, maybe on a really good day, 8 o'clock.
That is a good day.
Before that, we'd have a quick breakfast. Sometimes I'm good with like just a boiled egg.
One
Sometimes
egg.
in the morning.
Eaten
and then
whole.
I'll eat my lunch. Right?
Yeah.
But I'll, you know, a boiled egg or some yogurt, some nice juice. And then get to the studio and get back to work. Paint right away. It's always nice to like get a couple of minutes and just do a quick warm-up sketch.
So you say a couple minutes. How long is it actually?
Maybe 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. So you can actually get
Or
something
20
kind of
minutes.
substantial in there.
Even though it's like a little like loose kind of drawing. But you know, some days it's just like we got to get cracking and like, you know, create up until maybe 9 sometimes.
Whoa.
But yeah, we'll have good breaks in between. Like we'll play ping pong.
That is fun. And is it just you two, or are there other people working in the studio?
We have about 15 people in our studio right now.
Whoa.
So it's a nice size.
Mm-hmm. That is fun. So you have different people to bounce ideas off of, different styles, get inspired by.
The main artists would be myself, Bobby, and Masei Saki.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have other artists around the world that do help us in case we need, an extra hand. But the rest of our people are in like programming and management and event coordinating and what else? Am I forgetting somebody else? And editing, video editing.
Yeah.
How can I forget?
Mm-hmm. So cool.
So yeah, it's a great team. We're so lucky to have them. They're adorable. And
Aww.
yeah.
Yeah, keep them close.
Yeah, keep those people close.
Definitely. I'm kind of in awe of how you're rendering out these forms.
Thanks. It's kind of like sculpting.
Totally.
I think. That's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah, pushing and pulling.
With a bit of guide from, what I have over here.
Mm-hmm.
Picking parts. Like right now, I'm looking at this one. So, just creating on the spot. When you create on the spot, you just gotta let those, intuitive kind of juices flow.
Mm-hmm.
But that is more effective when you do have a foundation, when you have done a lot of life drawing, which is very important. And again, like what I said yesterday, building that library in your head of like how to light certain things, how does an arm work, how do hands work, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you know where the form is round and where it's more of a plane. You can really get those down. And so your brain doesn't have to work so hard. And you can just let your skills speak for themselves.
Yeah, initially it doesn't have to work hard, but when it comes to finalizing things, that's where you kind of have to like use your brain power.
Yep.
And that's where I get hungry.
I was wondering, I'm like, I hope she ate breakfast today. I don't want her to get hungry from using her brain so much.
No, I had some breakfast. Oh, your breakfast here is so good too.
Oh, good.
You've got everything.
What did you have? Tell the audience.
I got a good yogurt, like you yesterday.
Oh, the chia, the coconut chia.
It's so good.
It's fuel.
Yes, it's fuel.
Straight fuel. I thought you were gonna say you ate one boiled egg. Whole.
Oh, I could have gotten that.
Swallowed
Maybe
it.
I'll do that tomorrow.
and a yogurt. I almost said pudding.
We did get an omelet, which was great. Like a nice veggie omelet.
Yeah, made to order.
Made to order.
So nice.
Yeah. But I don't want to overeat with these, like, these live streams or like live demos. Because your brain can like slow down just digesting your food.
Right. Like, what was I
It
doing?
is a thing.
True. Very true. Somebody says, Richard, I just looked at your studio website.
Yeah.
Wow. 3 exclamation points.
Oh, thanks, Richard.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a ton of stuff that we haven't put up there. Those are coming.
Sweet.
Yeah.
A great point, Tim. Since we're talking about going to conferences, if you're going to go to Adobe Max, which is Adobe's creativity conference, so cool, you can save $400 by using a code that Tim just posted. Check it out. You might see us there.
I want to go.
You
I wanna
should.
go now.
Have you been?
No.
It's
When
in
does that happen?
Los Angeles in October.
In October.
Yes, middle of October.
That's
pretty
a
sure.
great time to escape Toronto.
Right?
The cold.
To the nice temperate Los Angeles weather.
Yes. I'm so down for that.
Highly recommend.
Oh, we are going. Thanks, Bobby.
Bobby just bought the tickets on his phone.
See, this is why I'm thankful for him.
Right.
I'll just follow. I do my work. Like, I'll just be on my desk and painting.
Yeah. And he's like, we gotta get on a plane.
Bobby keeps me on track.
That's awesome.
So you need a guy like Bobby if you are very like free-spirited as I am, as you can tell.
You need a Bobby in your life.
You need somebody who will keep you, grounded.
Yeah. That's fair. Very fair. In chat, if you are just joining us, we are doing a daily challenge with you today, and it is the same as the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge that we will be doing at 12 p.m. Pacific Time, noon. In about 45 minutes, we'll be starting it. We are challenging you to make an event invite with a summer vibe. So the Daily Creative Challenge is basically boot camp for Photoshop. It helps you create really simple designs in Photoshop, like event invites or social media icons or backgrounds for your phone.
Make us want to go to your event.
Yeah, totally.
With this design.
How can you jazz this thing up? So it's really, really simple stuff. Even if you've never used Photoshop before, it's easy. You can follow along, and at 12, we will be literally walking through the challenge and making one live that you can join us for. But if you would like to be in the running to win a free year of Creative Cloud, make sure that you are working on them during the segments from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and sharing them on Behance with us. All of the info is in the challenge tab, and you have about 13 minutes to get yours in.
13 minutes.
Yes, so that it'll be shown during this segment. We'll be showing everyone's submissions, giving feedback, giving you props.
Oopsies. That's weird.
David wants to know, how does one get a bobby?
How does one get a bobby?
How do you lure a bobby? What kind of bait do you use?
You mean the person?
Yes.
He's one in a gazillion.
Oh yeah, there's many bobbies. There's Ricky Bobby, there's this Bobby.
That's a tricky question. Come to Canada?
There you go. They have the bobbies.
I don't know if you can find another Bobbies.
Yeah, hopefully not.
No.
Hopefully it's one of a kind.
There's only one fun Bobby.
That's awesome. Anita says, love the depth so far. And I was just going to say that as well.
Thank you.
You're kind of adding the darker darks at the moment.
Yeah. I'm totally trying to carve it out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a very different process from what I do at home, but I don't know. I just started doing this right now and just trying to see what kind of lighting would fit.
Mm-hmm.
But usually I'll separate I'll go for like a local color and then do my highlights and my darks and overlap that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the path I chose today, and we are going to go with it.
I feel like it just happened. I don't know.
It just happened.
That's awesome. So what is your layer construct like right now? What is this layer just set to normal? Is it multiply?
This is all set to normal.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's on multiply is my drawing layer right here.
Gotcha.
That goes on and off.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I want to keep that drawing layer. It's just something that I do.
It's really subtle.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very subtle. Keep those sketchy lines.
Right. It sets a nice foundation for keeping things loose.
Right?
Nice. Pablo says, this is my first time discovering Kei's work, and now I'm in love. Cheers from Colombia.
Hello.
Thumbs up. Thanks for being here,
I've
Pablo.
never been to Colombia yet, but we've always had invites
Always?
to go to SIGGRAPH in Colombia.
Mm-hmm. Maybe someday.
Yeah, but we've just never had the chance to go. It just didn't line up. But hopefully, in the future, we will, go and experience your beautiful country.
Heck yeah. Sounds
Because I
great.
heard many great things.
Mm-hmm. I bet. But it's lovely, Pablo. Thanks for joining us. And hopefully, if this is your first time watching Adobe Live, you're learning a lot. Make sure you stick around. We've got Nathan coming up. We've got Anna coming up.
Oh, I saw Nathan's stream last night too. He's doing so well.
Yeah.
He's such a pro.
See, dropping all of the knowledge bombs.
Oh yeah, endless.
Endless.
Probably.
That's awesome.
His segment's probably not enough to, say it all.
Yeah, totally. And if you didn't know, chat, you can watch the replays of every single segment that we have. So you can watch Kei's segment from yesterday. You can watch this one right after it's done live. If you just go to be.net/live and you click on the replays tab, I will even show you. So here I am. I'm you. I'm watching Behance. Now, if you go to replays, right, shmeow, click on it. You can even see Bobby's replay from just about an hour ago. And if you scroll down, you can see all of them. Here's Kei's stream from yesterday. And then you can dive into different details. So you could go to graphic design, motion graphics, photography, UI, UX, and that will filter it to different themes. So like last week we had a UX week. Week before that we had photography. All kinds of good stuff.
Photography, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way to enhance your visual, I don't know, aesthetics on like lighting and design. It's like taking photography classes and taking pictures.
Yeah, really studying light.
Studying light.
Composition. Really, really cool.
Values.
Yeah.
That all helps.
I think photographs are just like little designs within a frame. You have to really set them up to be convincing and cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday we were talking about some of the artists that have come on before, and I mentioned Jenny Yu off camera, but I'll show you all right now. She's a great example of an illustrator who really uses photography to study light and depth of field and atmosphere.
That's pretty, Jenny.
I know, super beautiful. So just the glow in her images, although her style is very stylized, obviously, kind of.
But it totally works. She makes it work. It's beautiful.
It's almost representational. Like it almost looks real until you realize that the character doesn't belong in this world. So cool. This is what she created live on stream.
That's beautiful.
Little particles. So nice. Go check her out. Jenny Yu. Back to the show. Ooh, Anita says, oh man, you guys gave me a good idea. What's your idea, Anita?
Tell us, Anita.
Unless it's a secret, but then still tell us.
Tell us, please.
Just tell us in parentheses, because then it's like you're whispering.
Tell us.
Krishna wants to know, is it just me or are there an extra pair of arms in there?
There's a whole load of extra arms.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of extra ones, right? 3 sets? No.
Oh, there's an extra one. I like
There's
to
a random
add
one thrown
that
in
extra bit and not make it even.
Like, oh, where'd that one come from? Yeah, so many arms, because she is a deity. She's holy. She's all-powerful.
She's guarding something, but what is she guarding?
Oh man, I feel like you made the adventurer a lot smaller in the finished piece. I love that.
Yeah? Should I make him bigger?
No, I think it's good.
It's like, there you are.
Yeah, that's you, chat. You're tiny, and you might get destroyed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords.
Unless you pass the riddle. What is the riddle?
Yeah, okay, chat. If she's gonna make you answer a riddle before you can get into her cave of wonders, what's the riddle? Make it good. It's like a sphinx. Gotta answer the questions or else you get eaten.
You don't want to get eaten or hacked up.
No. Oh, Anita, your idea was showcasing more of your photography. Nice.
Oh.
Showing your breadth of skills.
Yes, Anita.
Yes, Anita, yes. And she's also excited that you're getting the gold in there. The gold of her armor and clothing is really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking of adding more color. It's all about layering for me today. Layering that purple colors.
Wow. It's really becoming something. And this week is really all about color, too. So you're showing how even in a dark and kind of dingy atmosphere, color can really play a big part.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you want to, well, I'm trying to steer away from what the norm is, like than just the light green.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the dark blue for what it is. And
Right.
see what comes out of this.
Okay.
I do like the feel of it.
Yeah, me too. We have a riddle from Christopher.
Ooh.
And
Thanks,
it
Christopher.
might be one you've heard before.
Let's hear
How
it.
much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Oh.
There's
The
no
woodchuck
answer.
could chuck wood?
Yeah, didn't get the rest of it. But maybe it is just, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
That's where the deity's like, what?
Excuse me?
Wrong country.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
exactly. But, all right, Christopher, let us know the answer. We're waiting. And Basilio says, what does the calendar say after Tuesday? Don't look at the answer. Oh.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
So what does the calendar say after Tuesday? It is WTF. It's true. WTFS, actually, technically.
I love that.
What's up, Esther? She says, hi, Kathleen and Kay.
Hello, Esther.
Hello, hello, hello.
I like this. Okay, yeah, popping on some nice colors.
Yeah, getting some vibrancy in there. That lighter blue.
Yeah, and all this lighting is very, very free-flowing and intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing what works.
It's working,
Yay!
I think. Darina, this is a really great question or comment, says, the lines look so straight and sharp. This is still something that I struggle with when working on an illustration. How do you keep your lines so crisp?
Lines super straight and crisp.
Yeah.
Go at 100%. If you're talking about, the volume of it all. But I would just practice doing straight lines on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Doing those perfect circles, and just consciously, if you really want that confident straight line, just let it go and not worry about if your drawing's turning out good. It's all about your intent. So just focus on what you're trying to capture, what you're trying to study. And again, like the knowledge, right? It always plays back into knowledge.
Yeah.
It's all about that. Don't worry about if it's looking good or not.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
constantly
that'll
learning.
come.
Definitely.
Because the more you hold into that, oh, it's gonna look good, it's gonna look very stiff
Yes.
and
wonky.
lifeless. And that's not what you want, because that, like, good art has to, have emotion. It has to reach that emotion to your audience and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Right, and Magdalena, that's an amazing point. I was actually gonna make the same point. If you want your line to be straight, don't just use your wrist or your fingers, use your whole arm.
Exactly. Good point.
Yeah, and you obviously have a ton of practice, so you are working pretty small and are just using your wrist for a lot of it, but you probably have a lot of experience using your whole body to draw.
Oh yeah, especially in like my mural days. It's just
Yeah, you're like literally moving your whole body.
And you do get a good workout. Like,
Yeah.
my arms back then was more were more firm.
And there you go. Right, so if you have never practiced with this before, basically it's the idea of drawing on a large scale and not using the fulcrum or pivot of your wrist to draw, because that gives you such a small range of motion. It can really make things, like you said, kind of stiff. Exactly.
You don't want stiff.
But
You could
imagine
tell
using your whole
things are
arm
stiff.
and just using the full radius of your movement to make a beautiful line.
Jess.
Ooh, Danny, that's a good point. Peter Hahn had a good straight line drawing exercise in a video somewhere. It's
Peter
very
Hahn
vague.
is the man. We just saw him at Comic-Con too. He's a good guy.
Cool. He's good at drawing straight lines, apparently. Yes, you can also just click and hold shift if you want to make an actual straight line in
And
Photoshop.
Photoshop, yes, that is.
It's true.
That's true.
And we have about 30 seconds until the deadline hits for the challenge for this stream. So these are all the submissions. Yeah, right? These are all the submissions that we will show during the stream. But if you submit between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Pacific time, you are in the running to possibly win a free year of Creative Cloud. You just need to share it with us here on Adobe Live. So there's a link for that in the challenge tab. Oh no, Jason, you're not going to make it for the challenge. No worries.
Why not?
Just get it submitted, and then Nathan might show it, or
okay,
Anna might show
Jason.
it. Yeah.
We've got the whole day, right?
As long as you're working on it.
As long as you're constantly working on it.
And don't take any breaks. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Take a lot of breaks. It's important.
It's a do or die. Do or die.
Yeah, literally, she will chop you into a million pieces with her 5 swords. So that is the deadline. I will get these all open in a minute or two. We will look at them, and then you'll finish up for the segment.
Woohoo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Man, time flies so fast here.
It's true. Studio time.
Which is a good thing. Always a great thing.
Yeah.
That means you're having fun.
That's true. And I feel like, especially
Things
in
are fun with it.
in this segment of your art making, this is where time kind of disappears because you're just kind of like really in it, letting things flow.
See, back home, I'd be like, I have my nice juice, and I'm just like sipping
Taking
and
time.
time. But that's if I'm off like a project and I'm just doing my own thing, which what feels like.
Right.
But if I'm on a film, it is a go, 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 go situation. You know, you have all your brushes laid out and everything is geared towards efficiency.
Right. It's supposed to be like, I'm sure, an emotive illustration and concept piece that you're providing, but it also has to be very quick.
Yes.
And not too precious.
Not too precious, no. Because you want to, what do you call it? We want to be able to just throw it away and move on. Not so much throw it away, but
Just put it in the trash.
don't be so attached to it. I know, like, you know, especially with beginners, younger artists, you get really, really attached to what you create, which is great. You know, be proud of what you've created, but don't let it be, you know, what holds you so firmly down and you can't let go of it, or
Right.
you can't sell it,
You'll be able to kill your darlings.
you can't have anybody, you know, have their opinions on it.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be shared. And
Right.
the ones you don't want to share, then keep it to yourself.
Keep it in
But then
your
only
secret
you will
drawer.
see it, and only you will appreciate it.
I guess
And That's
so.
no good.
Right. Totally agree. And that's the kind of curse of a commercial artist.
That is the curse.
It's like if they hate it, it's not going to get used, unfortunately. Even if you know you're right.
Yeah. You just gotta, you know, be able to be okay with with the team that you're working with. It is always a collaborative thing with commercial work,
Right.
right? So just let it flow. And that's why we create our own art.
Yes.
And, you know, you be your own boss with your own art and make all those decisions. Be your own director.
Yeah. That's really important. Got to keep a little of it for yourself.
Yeah.
Or for
Keep your own-
personal use.
Keep your own artistic soul going by creating your own art. It's very important, and it does help you evolve your art.
Definitely. That's where you maybe learn a lot, is just in your own exploration.
Heck yeah.
Magdalena, that's a great question that I struggle with a lot. She's wondering, how do you handle working in front of a screen the whole day?
In front of a screen the whole day, I take lots of breaks.
Yeah.
Or I try to take lots of breaks. I'm actually notorious for not taking breaks in the studio. This is the
Like, I
new me.
repeat all day.
This is the new me.
K 2.0.
Taking breaks. You know, if you're stuck on something from just like staring at a piece, you know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's always good to like refresh those eyes, walk away, do something different for 5 minutes, whether it's like yoga, stretching, or playing with your dog, or just doing a nice quick walk.
Yeah.
You know, freshen those eyes, and then come back to your piece, and then go at it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I find that actually taking time to make your own food and then eating it is a nice break.
I like that.
Yeah, because it's like you're kind of thinking about something, working on something, but you're not looking at a screen, and then you get to enjoy it. Very, very nice.
That's good advice.
Oh, thanks. It's my excuse to not look at a screen after I get home from work. I'm like, I have to make dinner, and it's going to be delicious. Also, there is the idea of the 20-20-20 rule,
20-20-20.
where every 20 minutes you look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
I heard of
Just to
that.
keep your eyes able to focus on something that's far away, or
Yeah.
else things get a little blurry. Would you like to look at some submissions?
Yes, please. Let's
Perfect.
throw them in.
Yeah, so these are the challenge submissions for this stream. It is the same challenge as the Daily Creative Challenge.
Party.
Yeah, that
I
we'll be
want to
doing.
go to that.
Does this look amazing?
Yeah.
Totally. Actually, Adobe has fun celebrations during this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do the whole powder and, coloring.
It was there, and I don't remember if people were like throwing it around because it was
Yeah.
inside. But I know it got on my clothing, so
Oh.
I don't remember.
And you're
Long
like,
time
okay,
ago.
that's enough.
Yeah, I was like, this is an expensive shirt.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
This
is
looks
by
great.
Akash.
I like the composition of this.
Mhm.
And I like that the main focus is on Holy Party
Yeah.
with that picture supporting it. And it's a definitely fun picture.
Right. It's even framed well with the hands.
Mhm.
It kind of like holds up this.
And I do like how the people are just like popping out of that colorful cloud and not just fully exposed.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of mysterious and
yeah.
fun. There's a nice hierarchy of the information. So there's obviously the big party, and then the information gets smaller and smaller as it becomes maybe less important. So this is by Akash.
Akash, you did a great job.
Nice job. All right, this is by, let's see if this is the only submission. Thon. Put your pen down, it's summer. Chill party. Love that. By the Lo-Fi Club.
I like how nice and simple this one is too.
Yeah.
This It's Summer really stands out. Put your pen down kind of blends into that beach.
Right. If you
Like
get away
sand.
from it, if you squint at it, it gets a little hard to read.
But definitely the It's Summer stands out.
Yeah. Nice. I think the red pop of color is like a surprising and fun choice.
But the layout of that background is nice. That is
Yeah.
a good choice, having just that bit of water sipping in the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. And if you imagine that this is actually printed out at like postcard size, I think the put your pen down would be readable if it's actually like a physical thing. So nice job. This is by Vaughn.
Good job.
All right, this is by Claire. And let's make sure.
Claire.
These are all of her submissions from yesterday, which is awesome.
Ooh, good job, Claire. Nice and productive.
Right.
That's what I like to see.
And it seems like maybe this is an inspirational quote again. Huh. I don't see. Yeah, really nice work.
Paintings.
But I don't see the invite. But either
Don't
way.
forget the flowers, though.
Yeah, true. This is really cool layout. So nice job, Claire. Let me know if I missed it.
Maybe it's one of those cryptic
That's
invites.
true. You have to use like a key. All right. Ice cream, you scream, summer ice cream, bash.
That's cute.
Really, really cute. Nice use of hand lettering.
It definitely goes with that ice cream vibe. The writing is nice and big, but the pinks kind of. I think you could punch up those baby pinks more, so that it does come out of
Yeah.
what is already a very pink background.
Yeah, brighten it up a little bit or bump up the saturation a lot to make this a little more readable. But I also love, it's almost like a two-part message because it just could say ice cream summer bash, but it says ice cream, you scream, summer, ice cream, bash. Really nice. Good hierarchy, Dana. All right, this is by Dirk. Let's see if this is the one. Yes. So there's kind of this motif of this powder splash. And this is...
Urban Festival. Yeah. I'd go to this one.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I do like the simplicity of it too. 25/07/2018 is a very cryptic way
Today.
of putting down the date. And those like symbols on the side.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
Right. Maybe this has to do with the actual kind of festival because I don't recognize these. But cool, it's laid out in a very graphic and flat way. Nice job. All right, on to the next. This is by Mark Elliott. Summer.
I like this one.
I don't like this though, Mark. Gonna be honest. Not
Like,
about that guy.
reminder, there are gonna be mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're on Mosquito Lane, so makes sense. They are in
Nice,
Minnesota, so
nice.
it is very humid. there.
I do like that little chipmunk.
Mm-hmm.
And the hole is like right in the R.
Yeah.
Very nice idea.
Yeah, cool design. I don't know how I feel about this gray background. Everything feels so bright, and then this background is kind of like flattens it.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
Maybe something more livelier than the gray.
Mm-hmm. Could be like a bright yellow, something bright, but really creative idea, Mark.
But the fonts underneath are nice and clear.
Yeah, definitely. Good job. All right, this is by Richard.
Summer pool party.
Mm-hmm. Simple, even has a little bit of overlap with this lifesaver going over the type. Love that.
But I would like to know where this pool party is.
That's true, so we can come.
Where? But I do like that you did the summer pool party in white. It definitely stands out of that blue and kind of like goes with the whole colors and
Definitely.
the feel.
Yeah, and I noticed that you even did the extra effort of adding kind of a reflection in that reflects the background image of the party. So that's very, very cool. Nice job, Richard.
Nice job.
All right, this is by Melissa. Oh, and she even gives information. This is a photo from City Landscape Challenge Spring 2018. Skills practice in this project: shape building, drop shadows, gradients, and font flow. Nice. I can see all of those tools being used. Got a little bit of a drop shadow here. It's used back here to make it more readable on top of the water.
The time and the place is like very clearly
Yeah, this feels
shown.
fancy.
This does.
Yeah, like I would need to wear like a nice dress to this party and drink champagne.
And your heels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some wedges, of course.
Sounds like a good champagne party.
Yeah, very cool. I love that you pulled the green from this lawn, put it into the design. Nice. Good job, Melissa. All right. This is by Ash. Super simple. Summer party at my place.
Cool. I like that image. Summer party. Oh, nice and sweet.
Great. And I think Ash did the Einstein, or maybe it was Shakespeare yesterday. Yeah, the Shakespeare. So it's very similar style.
Yeah. I like it. I love the consistency. Definitely stands out.
Yeah, and the idea of making kind of a logo for your party is really fun. This popsicle with a beach umbrella coming out of it. Really nice. This could be used as a nice little word mark and other collateral. So great job, Ash. Really like it.
That's nice. I love that one, Ash.
This is by Massimiliano.
Summer sunset party.
Cool. So
Ooh,
it goes for 3 months.
Love how this is all broken up and that very, what is it? Very cartoony font almost, but it plays in with the vibe.
Yeah. Right. I feel like this party would be really funky, a little new age.
Yeah.
Cool. And now the text is very readable, which is probably difficult to do on such a broken up composition. Nice. I maybe wish that, I don't know, none of the other type is actually sitting on one of these breaking lines. Like up here, there's a little bit of space here, and then down here, it's sitting right on top. So maybe bumping it up a little bit or trying to, I don't know, make a little more breathing room. That would be cool. So we have one more by Chelsea. This is the Summer Smash.
Oh, I like these.
This is super cool.
Those are some sweet glasses.
Yeah, right.
Very
Can I have
graphic,
those?
which goes with the font.
Yeah, some nice image compositing, it seems like.
I like this a lot. I love the choice of font.
Yeah, it even looks like this word is putting a shadow on the actual sand, which is pretty cool. Nice.
Colors are great, too.
It's laid out really nicely. Great job, Chelsea.
Great
Thank you,
job.
everyone. Wow, very
a lot
inspired.
of great options there. You guys did an amazing job.
Right, so thank you for sharing with us during the challenge. That means you are in the running for winning a free year of Creative Cloud. Really awesome. And if you're still working on your submission, in about 15 minutes, we're going to be making one live on stream for the Daily Creative Challenge live stream. So stick around for that.
Stick around.
And that means you have about 10 minutes left to continue working.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this base that I've got right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think tomorrow will all be about the values and bringing out the lights and more textures.
Yeah.
And I want to use more of Kyle's texture brushes.
Delicious brushes.
Which one should
Yeah.
There's just so many choices.
There are. Which you can make easier on yourself. You can make little packs and delete them and organize them to your best of your ability, but
I want them all.
I know. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of any of them. What if I need it? What if I need the ketchup brush? I don't know. I've used it. And Robin, if your submission didn't make it in, make sure that you submitted through the link on the challenge tab. If you just uploaded for the Daily Creative Challenge, you need to also share it specifically with Adobe Live to be in the running. Oh no, Jan Eric, that stinks. He says, I had the stream on pause, so I've been commenting on stuff that I thought was live, but it happened 15 minutes ago. So sad.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we didn't notice. It's all right. That's awesome. I do that sometimes. I'll be like here in the studio, but in the back. And like Bobby said something funny. So I was like, ha ha ha, and like made a joke about that. But I was like, wait, they're not going to, people on the other side aren't going to hear it for like 2 minutes. Oh no. So embarrassing.
It's all good.
Yeah. We're
We
a nice
got
group
you.
here. Yeah.
We got you.
No
We
judgment.
understand. Let's see.
Ooh, look at that
What is that?
rock.
I love the texture on that rock. That is Kyle's, I think it's the bark brush
Oh, nice.
on his concept pack.
Wait, so you're using a bark brush to make the texture for a rock.
For a rock. Yes.
She's a visionary.
Yeah. It totally could work. You could use them in all sorts of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's this one right here.
Oh, cool. Concept brush.
Bark.
Tree
one.
bark.
I
Very
like
nice.
that a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's cool. And I noticed that you are really working pretty zoomed out.
I am. Yeah, it's nice to see your image all together.
Yeah.
And see how everything's flowing in terms of color and mood.
Definitely. It's hard as an illustrator not to zoom in and like really noodle one little piece.
You could do that later on. The details, that'll come.
Mm-hmm.
That'll come later. That's where you zoom in and like finesse things. That's where it'll come. And that I'm gonna leave up to tomorrow.
Very cool.
But this one right now, I'm just laying down our basic foundations.
Man, you have a lot of layers going on, even for a basic foundation.
Yeah, it's just that she's got multiple
That's true. She is
arms
3.
to her,
Yeah.
and I want to keep some of the edges clean.
Mhm.
So I did separate, this girl
Oh.
from this one
Mhm.
and this one.
You got to be careful what layer you're working on.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, it's gone crazy. It's gone crazier in the past,
Yeah.
and you just gotta know your
Mhm.
your piece well.
Yeah, you
just
got to
kinda-
really stay with it.
Stay with it.
Mm-hmm. Don't be drinking your
And
juice for too
What really
long.
helps is being organized and, labeling those layers.
Which are you doing?
Oh, yeah,
No.
in my head.
In your head, yes. You can kind of see.
You could kind of see,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, I think it's important, especially if you're going to hand this off to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get that file ready for someone else to be able to read it. It's
Mhm.
like you're writing. You're kind of making this thing that someone else needs to be able to comprehend.
Absolutely.
Ryan's, oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying for this, for this layout, this time layout, I'm just going to keep, painting without the labeling.
Yeah, you don't need it yet.
Not yet.
Very true. And Ryan says, I love thinking I'm working on one layer only to find out I'm destroying another one.
Oh.
Yeah, and don't you hate when like you really like what you did and then you're like, I have to step back like 1,000,000 times to get rid of this. Ugh, that's the worst.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's always okay the second time. I find that it's often better the second time I do something.
Yes.
But we've all been there. True, Jason. We've all been there.
Because you learn from your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, I shouldn't have done that.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
And since we have about 5 minutes left, chat, I want to let you know what the rest of the schedule looks like for today, just so you are in the know. In about 10 minutes, we're going to be starting our daily creative challenge for Photoshop. It is day 2, so if you haven't joined yet, if you haven't joined us on Slack, you still have plenty of time. It's just the second day. So we're going to be making the event invite. That is the challenge for today. If you're having trouble with it, just come hang out from 12 to 12:30. We'll be going through it really quickly, really easy and friendly to beginners. We've got Nathan and Ren coming up after that from 12:30 to 2. And Nathan has been doing some awesome, just working through his process, showing tutorials. Really, really an awesome resource. You should definitely check it out. Then we've got Anna coming up at the end with Ari, and Anna is one of our Adobe Creative residents for this year. She is working on her residency project. Specifically, she's working on some illustrations for the Secret Garden, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's a children's book illustrator. Her style is so cute and fun. So make sure you come and hang out, and I'm sure you'll learn a lot about the Adobe Creative Residency as well, if you don't know what it is. Oh, welcome back, Eric.
Program.
Yeah, it really is. It's basically artists get a year to work on their passion project with Adobe supporting them. It's really cool.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of illustrators this year too, which is really exciting.
It's amazing to have the people that make the programs you use, support you. That's incredible what you guys do.
Care about you.
Yeah.
And I was a user, like an Adobe user, before I worked here. So it's like, I think it's not a prerequisite, but a lot of the people who are actually working on the creative side really understand what the users want because they are them. And Akash, I believe the residency is global. I'm not totally sure. You should check it out.
I'm just on this, trying to fix the lighting that I want.
Right. So you went with the kind of lighting coming in from the sides? Or it seems almost kind of ambient,
It
too.
will be very ambient. It's ambient, very right now.
Yeah.
I am focusing on that very not so much flat, but like an overcast, like not a very direct lighting right now.
Right.
So we're gonna do that tomorrow and pop them all out, and hopefully it'll look magical for you guys.
Yeah. I think that's always really gratifying for the artist to finally do those things that really make the piece stand out.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. You're like, yeah, I'm so good. Look at this lighting.
When it gets, comes all together.
Definitely. And we have about 2 minutes left before we're going to say goodbye. Maybe super quick, you can reiterate what you worked on today, kind of walk through it, and then let us know what you're going to do tomorrow.
So today was all about planning some light coloring and very light value range and scheme for tomorrow's, honing down on what the lighting will be. And I want you guys to let me know, should it come from, because we still have a chance to,
That's true.
play with this and have the lighting come from below here, so it's an under lighting, or up above, so it's a sharp lighting like this, like a sharp spotlight, or the streaks of light coming through, which I think I will use a bunch of these nice orangey glows.
So nice.
Even
yeah.
over here. There's some
There's a nice rim lighting on him too.
Nice rim lighting.
Cool.
Definitely love that rim lighting. We could all punch that up tomorrow. So let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear it. I would love for this to be like a collaborative kind of piece.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about live streams.
Very special being here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Thank you. I never do this kind of stuff, so totally having fun with it.
Good. Hopefully it's not the last.
No, I hope not.
Cool.
Let me know.
Yeah, definitely. So you'll be back tomorrow from 10:30 to 12?
10:30 to 12.
Right, and we're gonna
time,
same place.
same place.
But we're gonna jump into the Daily Creative Challenge, so make sure you stick around, go get some water, come back in 5 minutes, and we will be working on our event invites. Thank you, Kei.
Thank
See
you.
you tomorrow.
Thank you, Kat.